Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us. I am Katie Z with the weekly FIO update on February 16th, following ETH Denver, and I am joined by Luke. How are you today, Luke?
I'm doing awesome. Yeah, I don't think we did one last week because we were all swamped with the ETH Denver stuff. So we're catching up here a little bit. And we got a ton to talk about. But yeah, it's been a fun week.
Yeah, sorry, FIO. Hey, if you are new to the channel, I want to invite everyone, please, to subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing these regularly, as well as doing different AMAs and interviews with exchanges and wallets, and bringing a lot of like first in the know type of content. And so I want to make sure that you guys get that. So do please subscribe to the channel. So yes, last week was a full week of ETH Denver. I think this was their 4th year doing it. And it was the first year that it was all virtual because of COVID, of course. However, if you didn't get to attend, it was really cool. It was like very engaging. You felt like you were in this Roblox simulation event, but you're actually talking to peers and people and getting pizza. And that's something that we wanted to share with you guys too, that we think is pretty cool that we did, that FIO did, I should say.
I would say that Katie did. This is like, you got to take credit for this because this is one of the coolest ideas I've heard in marketing in a long time. You had this idea of like, what if you could get a pizza with a FIO request? And part of the ETH Denver ethos, from what I've heard, is that you get free food at the conference. And of course, it's very hard to do that at a virtual conference. You're walking around this, 3D environment. You can get like a 3D fake little, soda for your avatar, but like a real pizza. So you got to take credit for this, Katie. It was a great idea. And it lined up with National Pizza Day, no less, which is amazing.
Yeah, so this was like the coolest thing ever. So this whole event is going live. Twitter's buzzing. We're buzzing all over ETH Denver, trying to get emails and tweets out and different things. And people are asking about this. It definitely caught some fire. And then someone says at ETH Denver, and they're like, on the notification, they said, and it's National Pizza Day. And I'm thinking, okay, that's cute, right? But I Googled it and I'm like, oh my goodness, the lining of the stars happened. It's National Pizza Day. Come on. But what I felt was really cool too is that it's like an homage or, honoring, the Bitcoin pizza story. And of course, today we hit $50,000 for Bitcoin. So that is a nice little graduating kindergarten, as I think of it, for Bitcoin. And but yeah, so Luke, why don't you tell the viewers on what is this pizza stuff, because they're going to hear more of it. We had a lot of fun with it. We're going to be bringing more out. So how did this work?
It was such a cool idea. It basically, so it gets into the basic functionality of cryptocurrency being too difficult to use, but then having this usability layer with FIO enables you to do cool stuff, such as request payments, send a contextual message with information in it, encrypted between the two parties. So like at normal conferences, you go to the booth and you get swag, right? And you get some kind of something that is cool that you want. We had this set up. And again, Katie came up with this idea. She brought in some team to help support the idea and make it happen. You come to the booth and talk to someone with a big FIO, pizza hat on and a pizza shirt. We were like owning the floor. We were in every room and everyone's like, how do I get my pizza code? And you come and you get a unique code. You take that code, you fill out a form, you put that code in the form, and you put your address and like your local pizza place that's within distance to your place. And this worked for those in Canada and the United States. And then after you fill out that form, you get an email. And in that email gives you full instructions to get your own FIO address. And in that, once you get your FIO address, you send a FIO request to pizza at ETH Denver. You put in your special code, and our team would get a notification in Discord automatically reading those in to be like, hey, the builders need fuel. These hackathon people, they need a pizza. And we would literally have our team call up the pizza place, order you a pizza, pay for it, and it would show up at your house because you sent a FIO request. And you do a FIO request for like 5 FIO. So you get some FIO tokens as well. And the people that were outside of the US and Canada, we actually sent them enough FIO tokens so they could have enough money to go buy a pizza. So basically we still like bought them a pizza essentially. And it was such a cool thing. Like the whole place was buzzing about it and it was so fun. So they had this virtual castle in ETH Denver. And again, it was like Roblox, like Katie was saying. My kids came and watched me. There's one point where all 3 of my kids were there and we turned on the video and a bunch of other people turned on their video too. Cause they're like, look, there's kids. And they were just going on and on about how cool it was. But so it was just a really neat thing. And especially in places where it's like, everyone misses that human connection, that human, interaction. And it gave people a reason to like talk about what they're doing there in the conference. And, and we have, I'll go ahead and show you all these cool pictures that we got off of Twitter of people tweeting about, because wasn't there like a special bonus as well? Like if you tweeted about your pizza or picture or something like that?
Yeah. If you shared it on social, there's an extra 1,000 tokens that we'll send somebody. But
so you can see here, like just all these people like sharing pizzas, pictures. I mean, so these are real pizzas that got sent out to people because they were part of the FIO. And then you can see here, this is our booth. Like it was just mobbed. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's like just a whole bunch of people coming to the FIO Protocol booth, and you can read up about, all about FIO Protocol and how it works and how you can get yourself a free pizza. So I just thought that was super, super cool.
What I don't think a lot of people know is like, I was definitely paid way too much to be doing this, but here I was like in the middle of the night, literally it's like midnight on the Eastern time zone, and I'm trying to get pizzas out and catch up with orders and make sure that our intern had support and backup, and I'm calling every different pizza place that Google could find. I had to download an extra app for the ones in Canada so that I could call them in, because credit card and jurisdiction and zip code formatting and stuff issues. But like it was an all hands on deck, and I can't take all the credit. So I do want to make sure that this team, if you guys are paying attention to FIO, you don't have to take my word for it, but take my word for it. This team freaking rocks. Like, I mean, everyone was dropped what they were doing to make sure that everyone had this awesome experience at the event. And what I love, and this was part of, this was by design. I'm not even going to pretend that it wasn't. But, what I told the team from the beginning when we came up with this campaign is that I'm looking for something memorable. If we can create a memorable, joyful experience, then that's going to take us really far. And sure enough, it did. This was a very high value kind of audience. These are spheres of influence, from the developers to, different managers and executives at different projects. We have a number of different follow-up conversations, including like Harmony was very vocal, like, we're going to be working with FIO and can't wait to work with them. I saw that tweet and I'm like, whoa, this is really cool, because, there's a lot of great conversations to be had too. I think Chainlink, 1inch, so many, Filecoin, Superfluid. It's like, I can't wait to see what comes from this, because we
gave out almost 70 pizzas, right?
Yes. Well, I don't think that many pizzas were ordered. We wanted international people to be able to participate. So what we did special for them was that we sent them enough tokens that they could order their own pizza. But yeah, the bank was not notified that we'd be ordering pizza, in East Jabip. So.
And this is what crypto solves, making these transactions much easier. So we have to deal with all these centralized systems. So in the interest of keeping these these videos a little bit short, I'm going to jump into a couple things I'm pretty excited about very, very quickly, just basically to show you kind of where you can get more information about it. We have another FIP, the FIO improvement proposals, that we talk about quite often on this show. The latest FIP I'm pretty excited about is the FIO domain marketplace. And this is one of the first FIPs that's kind of being developed by the Blocksmith. So, hey, shout out to Blocksmith. If you're looking for a block producer on FIO to vote for, they've taken an amazing initiative on this one. And this is one of the first kind of community developed proposals that are core contracts that are not being done by the original developers. So it's another example of the team growing beyond just the original idea behind FIO. And so you can see they've kind of mapped out the entire marketplace idea. This is going to enable you to basically buy and sell FIO domains using a trusted escrow as part of the core smart contracts of the system. So very, very excited about this. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. And it's something that is important. I think we announced on a previous video, we are going to renew the original domains that were purchased as part of the auction that happened pre-mainnet launch. So those domains will be renewed. This will hopefully be live soon-ish. This is just in the design phase still. what we're looking for right now is community feedback. So if you're a developer, you're an architect, please come take a look at this. It's still in draft form. We want to make sure there's not any design flaws in the system here. And then as soon as that gets approved by the community, they can move forward and actually build it out. So very, very excited about that. And then this one, I can only scratch the surface on. This is something we're super excited about. We've talked about having a DApp, which is basically a web app that's going to be decentralized and running from the blockchain. And I want to give just some examples of what we're doing here. Like I'll jump into the dashboard, I guess. This is actually here. Let me start back on the dashboard. Back here we go.
What I want people to know about this DApp though is that FIO, the whole vision of FIO is to make crypto so easy that anybody can do it, right? It's all about usability and giving people a safe and friendly experience in crypto so that we can onboard more and adopt more people into the industry. This DApp, I feel, is a really integral part to taking us to that next stage that makes it, even 10 times more easy than it was before, to be able to register a domain, register an address. And yeah, you're looking at right now, the wireframe. A shout out to GP who's been working hard on this. But yeah, I'll let you walk through it. I just want to give people the right frame of mind of what this really is.
Yeah. So one of the biggest challenges, it's a challenge and it's an opportunity for the FIO protocol, is that we are a decentralized protocol. We don't have like a product. We are promoting, like when you think of the FIO protocol, it's actually all of the member of the consortia that make up the protocol. It's, all the wallets, all the exchanges, everybody that integrates protocol. And so we realized, as awesome as that is, because it's really the only example in the space that's building something that everybody can use, every chain, every token, every product and service. The challenge for us is that we have zero influence and control on the process as far as the onboarding to getting yourself a FIO address, because we don't have our own wallet, we don't have our own product. We're all about promoting our members. And so what we realize is having something like this, an app where we can walk someone through the experience of registering a FIO address, getting their own FIO domain, actually sending FIO requests as well. These are the different parts of this that we're building out so that people can have the full FIO experience in the best possible way. And then once they're onboarded, once they're kind of taught a little bit about how it all works, then they have the ability to then get moved into one of our partner wallets. So we're going to onboard them with this great FIO experience. And then once they're like, okay, I've got my FIO address, I've got my FIO domain, I understand how this all works, then they're going to be ready to go use their own self-sovereign wallet, whether that's, Edge, Infinito, Koinomi, Shapeshift, all these, Mycelium, all the ones that we have. And so I'm very, very, very excited about this. I think a lot of our community is very excited about this. I think it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for the FIO protocol to just really make crypto easier. That's what we're all about. And being able to onboard people quickly to the FIO experience, and also like thinking through how we can do partnerships with all types of new interesting things that are coming up in this space. People, and I was thinking about this earlier this week, the number of people that are coming to crypto, when you think about doublings and exponential growth, is far surpasses every single person that's ever been in crypto for the last 10 plus years. It's like a tiny speck compared to this gigantic onslaught of people. And so we really want to be able to focus on every app, every business, every company right now that's going, you know what? I need to get crypto enabled. I need to actually get cryptocurrency and blockchain somehow in my product or service. And so when we have a really cool DApp like this, a really great onboarding experience, and we have the APIs that power it, all decentralized on the blockchain, you have a mechanism for people to quickly tokenize their product or service with a really amazing user experience. The same type of experience they're used to with PayPal or Venmo or any decentralized systems, but it's fully decentralized, fully self-sovereign, doesn't in any way, compromise what I call our blockchain rights. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to open up a lot of doors for us as we kind of create it that much easier to not only with the marketplace, but also the DApp, be able to onboard people to FIO protocol very quickly and easily, give them a great experience, educate them, teach them, help them, and then promote them on to partner wallets, partner exchanges, kind of be part of their experience going from a no coiner to being, a full cryptocurrency advocate. And again, I think the number of people that are coming is going to just shock people. Most humans, because we don't see it in nature, we don't have a good understanding of exponential growth. It takes a lot of study of math to really get it. And so it shocks a lot of people. It's like, nobody uses the internet. It's funny, we make fun of people. And then all of a sudden everybody's using the internet. And I think it's going to be very similar with crypto. And we're starting to see it with Elon Musk, you know, saying you can buy Teslas with Bitcoin at $50,000 today. You know, it's going to start happening quicker than you imagine. And I'm excited that the FIO community is going to be right in front of that. So again, thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for being part of our channel. We really appreciate it. And Katie, I know is going to continue doing these with other members of the team, other people in the community. It's not always just going to be in her eye as well. But I really appreciate you checking in on us and you know, being involved in what we're doing. It's really fantastic. We hope to see you in the Discord as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to echo what you said, Luke, and yeah, we got the homeschooling COVID thing going on. But yeah, if you're watching this far, I want to just impress upon this community. When I was saying earlier that this team truly is like the friggin' best, and I mean it. Excuse my Jersey speak here, but what you were just showing on the DApp, and you were mentioning that we want to give them that PayPal and Venmo experience. The guy GP that we shouted out, who's doing the design work in there, he led the human experience, the user human. I forget what his title was exactly, but it was the front end development of Wells Fargo and I think Morgan Stanley. You can find him on LinkedIn, but like it is the best of the best. And that's the type of talent that FIO is attracting and putting forth when we're at this. So very proud about that and what we're doing. So
thank you for being a part of it. So we're going to try to keep these like 10 minutes, but I think we still went 15. We'll get them short eventually, but thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it.
Take care. Bye-bye.